In this video, we'll go over the SNO-0600 General Setup. The SNO-0600 is a Wi-Fi enabled snow melt control that can operate hydronic heating and electrical equipment to melt snow or ice from driveways, ramps, and walkway surfaces. The SNO-0600 control works in conjunction with the SNO-0110 optical snow melt sensor. The SNO-0110 feeds back snowfall rate and intensity while also providing slab temperature. This is the main screen of the SNO-0600. I will guide you through all the information on this screen. First, in the top left is the Wi-Fi symbol, indicating the control is connected to a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network. To the right of that, you will see the status. This is the current status of your snow melt control. It will tell you which mode your system is in. It will also indicate if there are any optical sensor faults. Below that is the system supply temperature and target. If there is a demand for heating, it will be framed with a red outline. When it is bordered with a green one, this will indicate that the supply temperature has been satisfied. Under the system temperature is the return temperature from the slab. Next, we have the outdoor temperature. It will also indicate here if the control is in warm weather shutdown or cold weather shutdown. At the bottom is the current slab temperature and its respective target. If there is a heating demand for the slab, it will be framed in with a red outline and a green box when the slab is satisfied. Please make sure to install the supply, return, and outdoor sensors. If one of these are not installed, the control will automatically go into an off state. On the right half of the screen is where the boiler functionality is displayed. It will tell you if the boiler is on or off. Below that, we can see the pumps. First is the system pump, and next will be either the injection pump or mixing valve. If they are on, they will be lit up. And finally, below that are the demands. Here you can see which demands are now present, including standby, idle, or a force melt demand. Alright, let's press the menu button in the very top right corner and access the setup menu. From here, let's go into the control status. In control status, you can view the sync code, the Wi-Fi network and strength the control is connected to, and the optical sensor electrical information. This information can be used for troubleshooting purposes with HBX technical support. In design temperatures, you can adjust your system's delta T for your slab and your system min and max temperatures. You can set your warm weather shutdown and cold weather shutdown for your system. You can also use the web to get an outdoor temperature reading on the control. This can be used instead of installing the included outdoor temperature sensor. The SNO-0600 must be connected to a Wi-Fi network, and you have to have the controller added to the SensorLinks app for this feature to work. In slab setup, you can set your preferred idle slab temperature and melt temperature. You can also set how long you would like your melt mode to stay on after the optical sensor has stopped detecting snow. You can also set the sensor's location as remote or in slab. In system setup, you have the option to select a modulating mixing 0 to 10 volt device if your system was designed for one and it was installed. You can adjust the starting percentage and how fast you would like it to modulate. In weather forecasting setup, you can set your snow melt system to operate based on the snow forecast. You can set 2 action demands for your system to go into idle or melt mode. You can also view the current forecast up to 4 days in advance. Please see our video on the SNO-0600 weather forecasting for a more detailed instruction on how to use this feature. In pump setup, you can choose which type of pump you'll be operating, whether it be a system pump, an injection mixing pump, or even a floating action mixing valve. And you can run a pump test that will automatically turn on the pump for testing purposes. You also have options to set up a start delay, a post-purge time, and lastly, exercise times. In demand setup, you can set up demands for 2 outputs. You can use these outputs to send signals to devices or even to other SNO-0600 controls. These demands are as follows. Idling. If the control is in idle mode, the demand contact will close. Melting. If the control is in melt mode, the demand contact will close. Snow rate exceeded. If the sensor detects more snow than the current snow rate setup, the demand contact will close. Currently snowing. If the sensor detects any snow, the demand contact will close. Here, you can set a permanent standby idle slab temperature to run all the time until the control goes into warm weather shutdown. Here, we can adjust the snow rate sensitivity for the optical sensor from very light to moderate, and finally to heavy. Very light is the most sensitive and will trigger a melt mode within a minute of continuous snowfall. The heavy setting is the least sensitive and may require 1 to 2 inches of continuous snowfall to trigger a melt mode. In Wi-Fi settings, this is where you connect your SNO-0600 to a 2.4 GHz network. Please watch our video on how to connect the 0600 series controllers to Wi-Fi. And that's the general setup for the SNO-0600 control.